Oh, my goodness.
What the fuck, man?
It's fucking not good.
I've been driving for 4 hours today, and I come back to this.
Yeah, well, there's a reason for it, and we're going to get to that later in the podcast.
Yeah, hopefully way later.
Bullet for my Valentine. More like bullet for my brain pan. That's what I'd call it. God damn. I mean, it's just...
That's really bad.
It's not good. It's not good. And it's not a new release either. We're playing it for a very specific reason involving Metallica.
Well, yeah. People have heard of that band.
Well, yeah, apparently. And I've heard good things.
Yeah, those kids are all right.
I've heard good things from what? Matt Tuck from Bullet for My Valentine.
Matt Fuck from Bullet for My Valentine, yeah.
Like I said, we'll talk about that a little later.
No apologies in advance for any Bullet for My Valentine fans.
No.
It's going to get ugly.
God, I brought it up earlier talking to our favorite bartender, Krista. And I said, actually, we're going to be doing a thing that involves Bullet for My Valentine. She had a look of, like, disgust on her face. I was like, well, they're a quasi-metal. Oh, she goes, no, I'm aware of who they are.
I know. I've been there before. Well, fuck, they play Albuquerque all the time.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. They're one of those bands.
Or so they're like Albuquerque's version of Volbeat for Lubbock.
For fuck's sake. I don't know. I don't know. If I had to choose, I'd probably just kill myself.
I'd stop listening to music.
I'd say, you know what? Fuck your choices. I'm done with this existence. Have a good day.
Vincent Van Gogh had the right idea. I'm cutting my ears off.
Assholes. You'd pick between Bullet for My Valentine and Volbeat. What would you pick? I'd pick a swift, painful death.
Shit. Well, clearly not the rage we had last week, but more of an inspirational rage, I guess.
Started.
Yeah. Well, that's true. No, last week, I don't know about you. But last week, I didn't even send it out to my normal distribution list. I felt fucking so bad about my rage.
I didn't even post it on fucking Facebook.
Yeah, no, the rage was a little severe last week. We usually, we'll cut it, and we'll upload it, and then I fire it off to people I know and whatever. Right. And then we'll go back and listen. We didn't even do that last week.
That's true. We just got to drinking.
Because it was such a fucking horrible fucking Friday last week.
Right. It was just, like I said, like I said last week, that weird film over my soul that just feels like I'm being slowly suffocated by a little small child trying to strangle me.
Yeah, and me for some shit. I don't even owe anybody anything, but yet I feel fucking, that somebody puts it on me to where I have to at least be nice and cordial and shit like that. And I'm about the end of that rope. So
right. Well, that's when the unvarnished rage comes out.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's like, well, hold on here. You view me as a good guy. Guess what? I'm fucking not.
I'm not the one you know.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call for Allison Shanes. But literally, I'm not a good guy. I can just wrap it in a pretty good fucking facade.
Right.
You know?
Well, I think a good guy, quote unquote, that's a very, very broad term to be a good guy. What really makes a good guy?
Well,
or a good person in general, really.
But because of the fact I've spent a fucking lifetime of trying to improve myself to make myself a reasonably good person in my own definition. Right. You know?
Well, yeah, that's all you can really do.
And to where I can maybe potentially be of some use to other people. That's kind of my thing, And
you've accomplished that.
Yeah, but then when somebody fucking kind of takes advantage of that shit, then it bothers me to no end. So, but anyway,
there needs to be a movement for that.
Yeah, a bowel movement. That's what that is.
We always feel better.
Welcome to the Mead, Metal, and MMA podcast, where we get together weekly to talk about our three favorite issues of the day each and every week. I would be Kevin. The Jägermeister drinking man over there would be Brandon.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Brought that box over. I was like, oh.
I saw your face. I saw oh.
Yeah. It was a pained look.
This is my Fireball whiskey, basically.
Ugh. But anyway, I can drink it, but it's got to be goddamn cold.
Minus 17 degrees, it says on the back of the box.
Is that what it is? It's like, this shit ain't drinkable unless it's fucking below zero.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking it at a balmy 60 degrees.
Oh. Well, cheers on you.
Smooth as rye, my friend.
Tastes like regret.
Smooth
I know it's got to taste like regret.
It tastes like calling 12-year-olds on Halo 2 assholes.
It tastes like summoning a demon is what it tastes like.
Yeah, we need to bring out the salt and draw some fucking figures on the bottom to protect ourselves from what I'm about to become.
God. But
fucking love. I've missed Jaeger so much.
But damn. But it had some interesting glasses that came with it, so I'm definitely dig on
shot
that.
Glass. I mean, and that's really why I got it. And then it happened to come with a bottle of liquor. I paid $22 for 2 shot glasses and came with a free bottle of liquor.
Ma'am, might I have these 2 shot glasses and let's change out the liquor, shall we?
Can we put a bottle of Bullet Rye in there? That'd be great. See, that's what they fucking need to do.
I almost fucking stopped and got a bottle of rye, Bullet, and I thought, man, I've got a fucking whole bottle of Crown I got from a company party last night. Got a fucking near full bottle of Bacardi that I have nothing to mix it with except stomach acid.
And that's always a bad choice, man.
Drinking a little rum straight up like a little pirate, you know.
Yeah, goddamn.
You know, but I thought there's a few things around here I can probably get into, and then you show up with fucking Jaeger, so it makes me extra glad I did not fucking go pick up a bottle of rye.
Cup truly runneth over.
Oui.
And after last Saturday,
the wine and cheese social.
Woo! You know what? It might have been one of my favorites.
It was interesting because I felt like it might have been an abject failure. So,
from your perspective, okay, I could understand that. Was it because it was a pretty small gathering this year?
I was let down by an awful lot of people.
Right.
That had said they would be here. And as it turned out, you know what? Thanks to Ruben again.
Right.
For not only because of what he does when he gets here, but he brought a couple of fucking friends of his with him.
Yeah. And
made it about an even dozen, you know. And then, of course, we had a couple of latecomers, like an hour after the party was over.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, we were into the fucking getting ready for the main event.
It was Ortega Holloway.
Yeah. But it was okay. I mean, we had around 11 or 12. And after my expectation, I thought, fuck, I hope this thing doesn't get too crazy because last year we had 18. This house was full.
Yeah, it was full and it was popping.
Yeah. This year was a lot more laid back. You know, and there were 11 souls here. And I thought, and I judge it based on the prior year, and I thought, God, that's not just a little fall off. That's a fall off by over a third.
Yeah,
you know, and I was immediately pissed at those that couldn't make it. There's a couple of people I gave them a free pass because there was some bad shit that happened that day. You know, involving a family member that they had to make a road trip through the goddamn snow and everything else to get to a hospital to go to. You know, I get it. There's some other ones though. I don't buy their shit. You know, so and they won't be fucking invited again, and that's okay.
Well, I mean, we should be at the point in our lives where if it's something that we're just not in the mood to do, we just say, look, a little short on joy today, just not interested.
Right.
You know, to have that respect for the person who is inviting you.
Absolutely.
Who is, and like the wine and cheese thing, that is the yearly thing. Where if we don't fucking see anybody for 364 days, on that 365th day, we all get together.
Well, we don't throw open the doors of the meadery, but once a fucking year. It's like the Willy Wonka shit going on over here.
We're really go rock a all or welcome type of vibe here.
You know, and so I know if an emergency comes up, cool in the gang. But you know, but lies do not become you.
Yeah,
you know, for a few people.
It's a sad. I mean, it really bums me out. You know that some people just feel like they have to fucking lie,
right,
to get out of something that would bring some joy and some frivolity into one's life.
And frankly, you know what? I'd be great with it if they're like, no, fuck you. I'm not coming to your party because I got other shit to do. I would say, well, you're a dick, but okay.
Well, you're an asshole, but I appreciate your candor. Have a good day.
Yeah, but, you know, I far prefer that to lying. Right. Lying fucking sucks. It sucks.
Especially when it's from someone that you've known for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
A few of these people that didn't make it, known him for a long time.
Talking about you, Daryl.
Actually, I gave him a free pass because it was like 7.5 hour drive from Austin. No, I cut him some slack.
I would have gone and picked him up, too. Well, actually, that might have been a lie. I would have gone down there.
Yeah.
And
we wouldn't have had you or Daryl here.
My ass would have been back Monday morning with a wife. Yeah, I mean,
so for me, it was frustrating. Now, for you, though, you saw it in a whole different fucking way, though.
Yeah, well, because I was more just a patron rather than the event's creator. So, and I didn't have to deal with all that shit.
Right.
Of inviting and having to fucking sift through fibs of why folk can't make it.
Right.
I thought it was actually really great. One, because I do enjoy smaller groups of people. So when we kind of figured out this is where we're going to be sticking probably for the next 2 hours, I was like, this is fucking perfect.
Right.
There is there's fucking maneuvering room, you know, where you fucking go to the living room, have a chat, come in the kitchen, have a little fucking cheese,
right,
pour yourself another bottle of hooch, or fucking go outside, have a fucking cigarette and chat. There was freedom of movement, freedom of conversation. and it didn't feel like anything or anyone was getting drowned out by anything.
Yeah, no, and I'll give you that. That was the one thing too, and I could see that, and I knew exactly you were going to say because you prefer a smaller social setting.
Oh fuck yeah, that's just personal preference on my part.
You know, I mean, for me, I kind of dig it when there are so many bodies in here. It's like, well, fuck, am I going to be the one hanging out in the living room, or am I going to be the one hanging out in the kitchen?
Who's going to start saying we don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn?
But
that last one was fucking a party, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It wasn't a social. It went from being a social to being a party.
Right.
And because we had probably the majority of the hardcore alcoholics here at the Mead Hall.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, myself included.
But I mean, so this one was great, you know, and then it was also another friend of ours. I think we've mentioned him before on the show before. I think he goes by Jack, I believe.
Yes, but Mr. Jack.
He was able to get over here, and he's not usually able to attend social functions. Really,
that was great.
Yeah.
That's what makes every event really cool is getting someone out here for the first time.
Yeah,
you know, and like if Jack had come out here last year.
That'd have been, well...
It'd have been a little different.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have been a quick appearance probably, and then he and his wife would have left.
Yeah,
you know, but,
and then when it looked like we were about to have an Invicta title fight in your kitchen, they'd probably be like, y'all have a great night.
Yeah. Well, that's only because there were threats being thrown down by our favorite bartender, so,
yes.
you know.
Well, you know, hey, it was a wine and cheese party that week.
Yeah.
This one, it was chill, man. It was laid back.
It was actually kind of what I'd envisioned years ago of what it should be, you know, but it's just, I kind of... Last year, it kind of wetted my whistle for getting a fucking bunch of people.
Right.
You know?
Silka actually brought probably outside of the White Shadow Ranch Fat Baby that we got to enjoy. She brought a great wine. That German, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, it's really.
But it had like spices in it and shit.
Right.
That was really good because it reminded me of Mead.
Oh,
it kind of had a little bit of a troublemaker vibe to it, just due to the spices in it.
It's a Gewürztraminer.
Yes. Oh yeah, God damn it!
But
I could say it when I was drunk.
Yeah, that was really good. Actually, but I prefer the really, really dry wines. And you know, Jack brought a bottle of really dry wine. You brought your contribution was a dry bottle. You know, so I mean, that was kind of really more up my alley on that shit. But we did break out Mead and a lot of it.
Oh my God, man! This is the most Mead I've drank in a very long time.
Yeah,
from last Friday till today.
Well, and we're going to be cracking the final bottle ever of, or at least of 2016 of the Holly King 1 week from tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, 22nd.
Yeah, a lot of good people went home last week with the
meadery did very well, and that's not the purpose of the thing.
No,
you know?
No. I mean, that's just fucking serendipitous to be able, because you were running this event years ago before we even had this idea,
right?
So. We offered it more as just like, here's some mead. Everybody, help yourself.
Right.
And when we had the White Shadow Ranch mead, we were like, help yourself. This isn't for sale.
Right.
So get in on it now.
Yeah.
Which I think Rick had some. Don, of course, had some.
That bottle went immediately, and that's why I knew. I thought, well, I'm glad that we'd racked one more,
right.
One more bottle of rack out of that, because I knew I immediately was going to have to get it out.
Right. Good call. Good call on that. Well, that's why you do the event.
Yeah.
You can foresee that this bottle of mead is not going to last.
Because you see people up there, they're trying these wines, and they're pouring like about 5 thimbles worth of wine into a glass or something like that. You get out a bottle of mead, and suddenly like, oh, everybody wants a full glass.
That's when you hear the gluk, gluk, gluk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why, like, no, fuck that. We're pouring it down because we got drinking to do. It was great also to see everybody kind of just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if someone didn't like it, I would want them to tell me that, because that would be something I would like to rectify.
Sure. No.
Unless they're just full of shit and don't have a palate for meat. But you can tell. You can tell when it's someone that's just like, I don't like this.
Right.
Or someone that's like, this is good, but there's something here, you could do something a little differently, yada, yada, yada. But I think probably the mead connoisseurs of this area are in this room right now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
As it should be.
Fuck
and if you're listening and you're local and you think you're a mead connoisseur, go fuck yourself. You're not. Go drink your Vikings blood and enjoy your life.
The more impressive thing, apparently it's like pulling a lever on a slot machine, and you get fucking nothing but like sevens, because that's what happened to me on the cheese buying side. The only thing that was left over, fucking white cheddar and regular cheddar.
The plain shit that you wanted to have as an option because you were afraid no one would like the real shit.
Because let's face it, we don't live in an area where people get terribly experimental on things, especially anything involving their palate.
Right. Very few people.
That cheese, it went the spectrum. I mean, we had basically what I called the sheep and goat plate, because it had chevre on it, which is the goat cheese, and the manchego, which is sheep cheese.
Yep.
I put those two on one plate. And I said, guess what? At the end of the night, I bet I'm throwing all of that shit away. Fuck that. That was gone almost first.
Yeah, the goat cheese, that was the log, right? That was fucking gone before anything else.
Yeah. The brie went fast, which I knew.
Yeah.
Because,
well, that's a fucking staple of the event.
Because, again, the bartender loves that. So,
we do cater to our audience.
The smoked Gouda was actually the fucking hidden hero.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
I want to go get a brick of that shit, go get a Domino's pizza, and then put that on there. I know you can get Gouda cheese from Domino's, but I want to put my own.
Yeah.
Because I want to put a lot of that shit on there. Yeah. That was amazing.
The funny one was because, I'd had this Hatch Valley white cheese. But, we always do like a hot cheese of some kind, some kind of a pepper cheese. Not pepper jack, but
a little bit of balls.
But this was like one that had green chili in it and everything else. And by the time I diced it on the prep, I went, that's fucking not going to be enough. And I had to get a hold of Don, and I said, hey, on your way out, could you grab some hot cheese, some kind of pepper cheese, just make sure it's not pepper jack? He's like, yeah, I got you, brother. And I'm like, cool. They get out and they have like 3 fucking varieties. Well, and I told Krista, I said, you're the one's going to have to pick the variety we're going with. She picked like a fucking buffalo style something.
Right, yeah.
I sound trailer trash saying it, but that was my goddamn favorite one.
Well, fucking, yeah. That vinegar kick.
Yeah,
to that cheese was perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, fucking hell, it could have just had vinegar in it. It didn't even have to be like a buffalo wing hot sauce.
Right, but it had a little kick to it.
Yeah,
it was orangish, and it kind of carried the day for me. But that was mainly because the smoked Gouda was gone before I kind of got into cheese mode.
I didn't even get any of the crackers. I just fucking went over there and was just like Gouda.
As you should.
And then like go back and fucking fill my tankard.
Yeah,
I really had considered bringing my Viking horn.
Did you?
I had really considered it. I'm probably going to do that next year.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be a bad thing. The only downside is because then you have to bring your fucking base, your holder for it.
Oh, no, by then, I'm going to have me a goddamn belt.
Oh, okay.
Because I have big plans for Halloween 2019.
Because I was going to say, you can't set it down, really.
Yeah,
so you have to, like, kill it off before you, like, lay it down somewhere or whatever. And even if you have it in your belt, you better have a very small amount because it'll spill out or whatever.
I'm going to get one of those Johann Hegg fucking 13 beer horns.
Yeah, well, they do have Grim Frost does have the ones that like kind of go through a loop that you put on a traditional belt.
Yeah, that's. I didn't realize. I just figured the Amon Amarth guy Johann Hegg was like a buddy of theirs.
Yeah,
that's his fucking shit.
Yeah, no, that's his company, right?
Yeah, because then I started thinking like, why is he fucking modeling T-shirts and like holding drinking? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, this is his shit.
Right.
God damn, and it might be doing better than the music side for Amon Amarth.
Probably.
And Johann's the only one going to be getting money out of Grim Frost.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Those other band members are still eating bologna on hand, I bet.
Yeah. Grim Frost got some great shit. I've thought a couple of different times about picking up like a replication of a Viking era fucking tunic and shit like that. And if I could find a cape that would work. They show them on the goddamn website, but they don't sell them there. Like,
yeah, or either that or they're like out of stock.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe next year I'll fucking kind of throw that in as well as kind of a little twist.
Okay, so we'll put out the heathen call here. Halloween 2019, we want to go as a Viking horde.
And for the wine and cheese social, so
you get
two wears out of one outfit.
That's right. Or if you're that kind of person, you're like, I think I'm just going to wear this to work. Mm-hmm. I would not judge you for that.
Maybe you'd begin a new trend for what you do.
I can't wait to do that.
Other things going on with some of that. Well, and by the way, and then Don commissioned us to do another batch for White Shadow Ranch.
Yep.
So.
And I do believe he wants the same thing.
Same thing.
So that's perfect.
So probably, we'll see. Hopefully we get that started tomorrow. That'd be optimal. If not, 22nd will work. But because we'll start a batch for him on that, and we'll start a case batch of our own on something else. I think we found the wheelhouse of doing a 3-gallon versus a 5-gallon batch.
Yeah,
I think we can make it. The quality controls are a lot easier. Mm-hmm. We control the batch a lot more in terms of clarity and in terms of flavor. Everything about the batch seems to be a fucking lot easier on a 3-gallon versus a 5.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed to go a lot smoother. I have to say, this White Shadow Ranch batch might have been the fucking smoothest batch we've run as far as like just the process. And
sure.
Even like labeling. I'm shocked I got those labels on well. I was
a
little drunk that day.
Well, and on top of that, and it does make it easier because we're only fucking around with 12 bottles at a time.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the other thing is we don't have to buy as much honey right off the bat. And we don't have a weird inventory hanging around for a fucking very long time.
Yeah, it's nice to just have we just have 1K, and then we can do more styles.
And we've got plenty of fermenters. We can do multiple fucking 3-gallon batches at one time. Yeah. That's not an issue.
Yeah, 3 gallons, 3 months.
Yeah.
By the end of that, you're going to have a proper batch of mead.
Right. I mean, and even if we were wanting to do a 2-case run, I would just as soon do it in 2 fermenters.
Right.
Because, again, the control is easier.
Yeah, which is one had always said that like if you have to have it like closer to the top.
The headspace was always something that was seemed to be a concern, but as it turns out, that's really more for wine than it is for mead.
Yeah,
because when we get done with it, we put it down, we don't fucking touch it. You know, so therefore it doesn't really. You don't want to go sloshing it around because then that oxidizes your batch. But if you're not. If you rack it and you set it down and you don't fucking touch it until the next time you need to rack it or bottle it, it's not going to break basically the surface. All liquids, if you get out a measuring cup and you pour water in it and you're trying to actually get a definitive measure down to the drop of 1 cup per se, you actually have to go above the line in order for that to technically be 1 cup because there's almost a skin that the water creates. That's the surface. When you jump off a fucking high, like a building and into a swimming pool and it hurts, that's what it is.
The old belly flop.
You're breaking the surface of the water that is created there.
Yeah.
Within that, and within the size of our fermenters that are not overly huge, I think that it actually works out okay.
Yeah. And it seems like the batches, because like Green Man, we got to crack open the fermenter to get the bag out.
Right.
Anything where we have additions that we need to remove.
Right.
You can almost kind of tell that cracking that open does have an effect.
Right.
It wouldn't, maybe neither negative or positive, but it does have an effect.
Yeah. I'd say that's accurate, but that's the one thing that is with our ability, what we have right now. I think we have 4 primary fermenters, I think.
Yeah.
3 or 4. And
4 and 3 carboys.
I think we have 4 and then 3 carboys, yeah. Yeah,
quite the fleet.
I think that actually I would probably be really good with going ahead and getting about 3 batches started. So
I don't mind putting in a day of work, sir.
Yeah, it gives us an awful lot of options.
Oh, hey, cool! You kept one of the stickers.
Yeah, the White Shadow Ranch label.
On, man.
Yeah,
killer.
So, but anyway, that's kind of the full rundown of last weekend and bleeding over into our mead portion and everything else. I think it sets the stage for us to probably get into the metal side, right?
Yeah. Oh, man.
I guess, unless you've got some mead stuff. Well, we didn't even touch on personal shit. That's the other fucking thing.
Right.
I mean, just because I'm in a good mood this week doesn't mean necessarily that you are.
So. Well, honestly, I'm not in that bad a mood. Work. I did have to train a new. Would you grab me that Jaeger bottle, if you don't mind? Thank you, sir. Yeah, I've begun training the replacement for the idiot motherfucker that thought that you'd put all the goddamn lint back in the lint trap in the dryer. But that actually went well. She's like 25. It's her first job ever.
Oh, wow. She's a
very timid little soul, which I think is okay, but I also kind of don't like.
Right.
Well, I mean, shit, look at the people I hang out with. There's not a lot of timid people in my circle.
Right.
But it looks like she'll do well. So that was all right. But we had an old friend of the podcast come back down for a little bit of a visit here. The one that kidnapped me and took me away to Wyoming. She was down visiting family for a little bit. She's not in Boston.
Oh.
She's still in Nantucket.
Well, those are about one and the same for me, though.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather it be Nantucket than Boston because I was just like, God, don't assimilate to the Boston culture. Please don't. You know, if your ass comes back and you're wearing a Tom Brady jersey, then I'm writing you out of my life.
Right. Or a Red Sox.
Or you come out and start talking like this. Yeah. I saw a dead body. But no. Yeah. She had come back for the holidays, so hung out with her for a little bit. Got really drunk on wine and mead. Because, that's what you do the day before you drive to Amarillo,
of course,
to go to the airport. Killed 2 bottles of really cheap, like Sutter Home, Red Merlot kind of shit.
Yeah.
It didn't matter at the time. But then I'd had my bottle of Fat Baby.
Yeah.
I was like, well, shit. What better time to break this open than right now? So 3 bottles of wine later, my ass fucking finally goes to sleep at like 4:30 in the morning. And gets up at about 11 to go and get her back. So she's up in the air going back to Nantucket. Was good to see her. Did my heart good. Damn, this is a lot of positivity coming out of my week.
Yeah, it's like, man, I was expecting some rare bullshit, really, but no.
Did see another flag offender in Embargo, Texas, which is right outside of Canyon.
Oh, yeah. For those of you that don't know, we when we went to Austin, did our road trip down there back in September, we kind of went into great detail about one particular person who violating U.S. flag code by what they had on their flagpole. They'd had this weird thing. The Christian faith has apparently developed a flag over the years.
Does that mean they have their own country?
I'd never seen that shit till a couple of years ago, like the National Day of Prayer. And whoa, what is that? Like, oh, that's the Christian flag. I'm not familiar.
Why the fuck does everybody need a flag?
I don't know. But anyway, but it is a violation of U.S. flag code that you will not fly a flag higher than the U.S. flag.
Yeah.
But these people in particular, and I know they have to have the same mindset as that place we saw on our way to Austin.
Oh, fuck
like,
yeah, dude.
Oh, God, country,
Embargo,
and Texas.
Is, what was the name of that fucking little shitty town in the hills that had that?
Right outside of Brownwood.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Brownwood.
But I mean, but that's what it is. It's this Christian flag, the U.S. flag, and then the Texas flag. Apparently, they don't have a county flag. I don't know. They're trying to tick it off in what they think that belongs where, but U.S. flag code says no. There will not be a flag higher than the U.S. flag.
Right. See, I never knew that was a rule, but I always assumed that was the case. You know, I didn't know that was actually a thing.
I think you're allowed to drag them out and beat them. That's the.
Oh, cool! So you can. I feel like our forefathers would appreciate that.
A la Jay and Silent Bob at the end of Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Are you the one that put the Christian flag above all other flags, sir? Yeah. Fold up our paper and beat the shit out of it.
That's it. I mean, nothing against religion. I'm just saying that's what the U.S. flag code is.
Right.
So,
man, that's actually a topic we've never broached on this show is religion.
Well, not since September, but
yeah. I mean, like actually delving in to like religion and shit.
Oh, banging religions. Yeah, I'd rather not. Just because,
fuck no, there's nothing to be gained or
it's fucking how most of the world's wars have started since the dawn of time.
Yeah,
so,
shit. Fuck that. Y'all do y'all.
My guy up in the sky is better than your guy up in the sky. Bullshit.
I'll just fucking keep talking to the All-Father. That's all.
We're going to war. That's it. That's how it goes. That's,
yeah, man, it is the human condition.
But anyway, it's been an interesting week. I don't know. I don't have a lot of great things to say. I guess the only one thing I would bring up. I got a little torqued off.
It sounded like you were jerking off.
I've seen this a couple of fucking times around this burg, and that is where you get somebody in their 60s or older, and they go to a little tiny mom and pop store, and they whip out a fucking $100 bill in a money clip with other $100 bills.
Cunt.
And then they're like, oh fuck, we can't break this. Like what? You're not able to do business? No, motherfucker, you don't go run around with $100 bills, you jackass.
You bring a $100 bill to me at the hotel, I'm gonna say sorry. I can't break that. Unless you just happen to hit me on a lucky day when 3 other people paid me with nothing but 20s. Right. I was like, okay, I can help you out.
Maybe. But that's the whole thing. This is a plastic society. People run around, they're running their debit cards, running their credit cards, or whatever. Credit cards. But they're running around spending money, trying to help out, stimulate the local economy like I do. I shopped a mom and pop for fucking almost everything for Christmas this year.
Fuck yeah, man.
And goddamn it, then you get some dude that running around with his fucking $700 goddamn cowboy hat on and $1,000 boots and whips out his fucking money clip so that way you can see he's got nothing but hundreds on him. Whips out a $100 bill and they're like, "Sir, this is a $7 item. We don't have $93 on our register." And then he gets fucking indignant.
Oh my God!
Like what? Yeah, y'all ain't trying to run a business here.
Y'all don't want to do business?
No, motherfucker. The $100 bill is not designed for that. It's designed for strip clubs. That's what it's designed for.
It's designed for strip cribs? God damn.
I will start busting your balls now.
That's designed for strip clubs and paying rent.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, shit, man. Who fucking pays it being an asshole?
Right.
If you have a money clip, you're probably an asshole.
Yeah, maybe. Be
a goddamn adult. Put that in your bank account. Use your fucking debit card and start being a goddamn adult human being.
But I mean, this is of a certain generation where they only spend cash, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, then go fuck yourself. Yeah. Go over there to your buddy's house. Apparently has $300 in the register.
So the irony of it was, though, so I get done there at this particular little garden place here, and I go to the fucking local McDonald's, which is always a bad mistake, but I hadn't been there in a couple months. It was fucking 9-something, 9:30, 9:45, something like that.
So you're ass into the morning rush, not bad.
Yeah. So I go in there. There's another old guy ordering coffee. Bam! $100 bill. $100 bill.
Oh my God.
Getting coffee.
Seriously?
It's like, you sons of bitches. I don't even know.
Now, we talking just coffee or like a Met Cafe cappuccino?
Well, it's fucking like coffee and some other shit. I don't know, but his bill was like fucking $4.
And he breaks out a fucking hundy.
Now, he didn't have a money clip, but
but he's still an asshole.
Still an asshole.
You don't bring a $100 bill into McDonald's. I don't even think McDonald's ever seen a $100 bill before.
Yeah, and they can do it because apparently they have a safe and blah, 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 but then they have to call up fucking 3 managers to fucking figure it out. And I'm standing there. I'm just wanting some simple shit. I think I want a goddamn sausage roll or something.
And it's the morning, so you can't use the little fucking thing, which is bullshit.
Yep. So I waited about 3 minutes and figured out this is excessive even for McDonald's. So I walked out and left. So
it's fucking shows a strength of character to go into McDonald's wanting something and then leave with nothing because you're disgusted with what's going on.
And I started the scent started hitting me, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, oh, and then I'm going to have to shit like here in 20 minutes, So I was like, no, okay.
Might be a little blood back there if I'm getting the double stack.
So I was like, I'm just going to leave. So, but in the space of 15 minutes, I saw 2 guys over the age of 65. One of them at McDonald's was well over 70. $100 bills. They're talking about we need to revamp Social Security. Maybe we do. Maybe we need to revisit. If you got $100 bills on your person.
And you get to go to Mickey D's and pay for a coffee and like 2 sausage burritos.
Maybe your retirement's good enough and you really don't need Social Security. Maybe.
I mean, goddamn. Even my grandmother has her Social Security fucking direct deposited into her shit.
Yeah, well,
I guarantee she comes out like, let me get them hundies out.
Guarantee these assholes, that's what they do. Like, I'm going to go down to the bank, get my hundreds out so everybody knows I'm important. Run around in their fucking $60,000 goddamn pickup
Being
truck.
around my grandfather as much as I was, that's a very true fact. Like, my grandfather, he had to have at least $300 in his wallet. But he never had it in hundies. Yeah. He always had it in 20s.
Well, good. Because that's the fucking way that life should operate.
Exactly. You don't need huge denominations. If you cash your check at fucking Walmart, ask him for 20s.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man.
See, when I talked about my week, I was actually I was like, it's been a good week. And then your ass comes in here with all this rage about her. Now I'm pissed off.
Well, it's time for the metal portion. That's good. That's why.
Good. I'm fucking ready.
It's there.
Let's talk about Matt Fuck.
Actually, a couple of fucking different things. Matter of fact, I got to take a piss real quick. There's actually a new Lamb of God album out today.
I don't think you got that right.
Kind of.
Mark Morton did put out a fucking album today. Now, to say that I've only heard the one song, and it just happened to have the other member of Lamb of God, Randall Blythe, as he is labeled in this musical venture. Mark Morton is a kick-ass guitar player. I fucking love this guy's work. There's just something about his riffs and the speed he's able to get it done at. There's not a whole lot of chords going on in Lamb of God stuff. It's very erratic, but it seems precise. However, Mark Morton has basically just, that's a sad thing, though. That sound is going to make it sound like everything he does outside of Lamb of God is going to sound like Lamb of God. Alyssa White Glutz, the lead singer of Arch Enemy, was on that song as well. It was good. I enjoyed it because I like Lamb of God.
Yeah.
And I like Mark Morton a lot. I actually like Mark Morton more than I like what Lamb of God puts out. I think he's a great guitar player.
I did go back and read it because I thought it was the fucking front man that put it out. I thought, well, this shit's going to sound exactly the same. As it turned out, I wasn't wrong.
No, he's
but
the
it's just a different cat.
Thankfully, it's a guest appearance on one song. I would like to hear everything that doesn't have Randy Blythe on it.
Yeah.
Because I did like what I heard, but it didn't sound like a solo effort. It sounded like him doing a Lamb of God song for the lead singer, Arch Enemy, and Randy Blythe.
Well, it's just like a fucking million years ago when Kiss did, they had their first couple of albums come out, and then each one of them went and put out a solo thing just to get it out of the way. And every goddamn one of them, it sounded like some Kiss knockoffs, you know, so.
Yeah.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess.
That's very true. Very true.
Ace Frehley's was the best of the four, too, by the way.
And normally we're here fucking pouring our guts out about live or new albums that have come out today.
Yeah.
Well, goddamn it! Apparently, when I looked at Metal Injection last week for that Friday's metal releases, I was looking at also this week's.
The end of the year. You were looking at the end of the year, sir.
Son of a bitch. As far as like actual news, I think we might have talked about this. This musician named Jared Theriton.
Okay.
He had put out this album under the band name of Theriton because that's a great fucking name for a band.
I'm going to name it after me.
But apparently this guy had created his own PR company.
Okay.
These are all fake. They don't exist. He had booked himself a European tour. This guy's from fucking Wisconsin or Minnesota.
Jesus.
So he had created this whole online persona image, and he's an actual guitar player. But the music's fucking horrible. But he would make these tour videos of like, come see Theriton live, and it would show like a weird generic live scene of a concert, and then it would swap over to him playing on a stage, but you could clearly tell that it wasn't the same place.
Wow. This is a guy trying to utilize like social media platforms and fucking videos to
and then he got busted. Like fucking people are like, none of this is real. He actually did play a concert over there, but nobody showed up.
Well, of course not.
Nobody. So he's finally admitted, like, this was just like one big social experiment. Well, no one believed it in the first place. So you're clearly horrible at social experiments.
Yeah.
I love running social experiments. I do it all the time.
Yeah, but that's fucked up because actually that's just misleading the public.
Yeah, especially his music. But thankfully the music speaks for itself, and the music was horrible.
No, there you go.
So by then, no one got burned. I don't think anybody got burned. It was just this huge lie that didn't pay off in the end.
Right. A couple other new ones out today. Thunder Horse put out theirs album of the same name.
When you told me it was, I thought of Death Clock from Metalocalypse because they have a song called Thunder Horse as well.
Song, right? Yeah, on there. Yeah, then that's what you're going to find every fucking time when you try to search out this band, unless you're looking for some very specific things. But
yep,
they're okay. They're out of San Antonio. I would say they're not terribly well known. That's only based on a few views on YouTube, and I'm not lying by that. I mean a few views. It's not horrible. You can tell that Pantera is a direct fucking influence on these guys.
Oh, yeah, dude. If you're from, what would you consider that? Central Texas?
No, that's South Texas.
South Texas? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, shit. South Texas, that's where the music's at. You're going to be influenced by one of the big ones, like Stevie Ray's or the fucking Dimebag Darrells. And this guy is clearly... His style and his look is Dimebag.
Absolutely.
That sound on the solo, though, that was a little like early 90s Zakk Wylde. I kind of dug it.
Yeah, had a lot of chorus on it, like an overwhelming amount of chorus, I would say.
A little wah pedal.
Stood out.
Not a Kirk Hammett amount of wah pedal, but enough wah pedal to get the job done.
Stood out a lot, that's for goddamn sure.
It wasn't bad. It didn't start well, though.
Yeah.
I would have turned it off.
Right.
After hearing that, I was like, fuck this. I don't want to hear some guy talking.
There's another one out today, and that is it's not metal, but it's alternative. The band Valley Heart. Everyone I've Ever Loved is the name of the record. It's not horrible. If you want to sit around and if you look for quiet time, that'd be
it's atmospheric rock, and it's done. You can either do it well or it's not going to sound good at all.
Having said that, go through a lot of tracks. They have that sounds pretty similar song to song.
Yeah, well, just like that fucking Goblin fucker band that you showed me.
Goblin Smoker. Yeah.
Goblin Smoker.
Yeah, they put out. Yeah, Goblin Smoker put out. Which one is that one today? The something involving
Take
toads.
the Dead.
Yeah, that was Toad King is the name
Toad
of the record.
King, and we heard Take
the Dead. I said jokingly that's probably the best track on the record. Jokingly because all of them sound the same. It's about 40 minutes of the same shit. It's just a droning. And look, and you and I we like doom metal with the best of them.
Oh yeah, and I also like to think that we can pick out good up and coming shit versus things that are just not really that good. I think that falls more under funeral doom, man.
Maybe,
which is because every genre has subgenres, and funeral doom is certainly a thing, and that's exactly what that fucking sounded like.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to it unless you're like going to go out on a murderous rampage or something.
Or blow your fucking brains out.
Maybe there's that.
Listen to that or Bjork.
Yeah. Ugh. That'd make you want to get there. Yeah.
There is a band. Are you familiar with Steel Panther at all? They're kind of like that novelty. They're bringing the 80s cock rock thing.
Yeah,
back.
right. Yeah.
I'm not a fan, but they're all talented fucking musicians.
Okay.
They just happen to choose this fucking style of music to get the point across, and they've fucking made a living out of it. Well, apparently there are women trying to do it now. So there's a band called
the Me Too movement.
Yeah, there's a band called Cougar. Put out a song today called Year the Cock with a video on YouTube. Haven't watched it yet. Probably won't watch it.
You sure this isn't a super group and Lizzie Hale's newest effort?
This woman doesn't look like Lizzie Hale, man. Not only that.
Does she look like a cougar?
She looks like a 40-year-old.
Well, there you go.
With a little bit of a fat upper pussy area, if you know what I'm talking about.
Not mislabeled then.
Yeah. So, yeah, legitimate 40-year-old cougar. That's on point. Apparently, it's not a good band, though.
Yeah.
Because you can be a novelty rock act. You can do that. Steel Panther. I wouldn't call Anvil a novelty rock act because
they're close. Though.
Close, yeah. The documentary made them a little bit of a novelty act. But if you're going to fucking take the piss out of a genre of 30 years ago, have some gunslingers at your side to get it done.
Yeah. You
have
can't
a
just put out some substandard shit.
Yeah. Or don't have someone on a computer fucking putting together riffs from a software.
Right.
Have a fucking guitar player, have a bass player, have a drummer. All you have right here looks like it's a 40-year-old singer. She might be older than 40. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know. Is it like a Vegas 40? Because that's a little harder.
Well, like I said, it looks like her stomach goes.
Or maybe
just
like a Carson City, Nevada 40. Is that the?
Looks like her stomach goes just about 3 inches above her vagina.
Oy.
So I'm going to say that might be a hard 50.
Yeah.
Might be a hard 50.
Yeah.
As far as that, man.
Now, let's get into why.
Oh, yes. Matt fuck.
The fucking why of it, why we started off playing Bullet for My Valentine and drove away all of our listeners with the first 3 seconds. We led in with Scream, Aim, Fire. And there's a reason for it, and it's disturbing, and it kind of pisses us both off.
So it ain't no new thing to cover songs. I mean, we fucking do it.
Sure, absolutely.
And I feel like we do it pretty well as far as capturing the essence of the jam, plus adding our little
covered an
bits.
Alice in Chains track. We covered a Neil Young track. We covered a Cure track.
STP.
We aim well above our station.
Yeah, we outbat our coverage, I think. But we will have a fucking original jam here eventually.
Sure.
It's going to happen.
Yep.
It's already building. But I don't know if I could go and ask Metallica, be like, hey, would you like to cover? I'd really like it if y'all would cover one of our songs.
I know you cats don't do a lot these days, so.
Well, Matt, fuck. And this is, you told me all about this.
Matt Tuck,
like I said, I've been out of town all day.
Yeah.
So usually I get to do a little bit of homework and come out here, and then, with what you've done, we can fucking put it all together. I heard this when I got in here.
Yeah.
and it immediately made me angry.
Sure, as it should.
It made me angry, and it made me pity Matt Fuck. I'm calling him Matt Fuck. Yeah. I don't care what his real name.
He was saying that really he would like to see Metallica cover one of their songs, being the legends as they are. He would like to hear their take on Scream, Aim, Fire. Yeah, okay, cool. You know what I want to bang out an original and say, I want to hear what Rush would do with this. Can we get them back together? Would that be possible?
What's Neil Peart up to?
I would like to hear this legendary band cover our stuff. Fuck yeah, you would, you fucking weirdo. You don't go with that direction. Go with the fucking, like, I don't know, Dragon Force? Get Dragon Force cover your shit.
That was really the closest fucking band that could do it. Because that music is not Metallica. It's not heavy metal.
It's not Metallica. And it's not good, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Bullet for My Valentine, they probably have a fucking hidden gem in their song. All bands do.
Yeah.
Except maybe Cougar. I don't know. But, that fucking style, I loved it 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I was in my 20s. I was drinking liquor all the time. I haven't even found marijuana yet. I was too busy getting drunk.
Right. Yeah, this is it's teenager metal is what it is, right?
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. And it's
like
metal.
Like Yellow Card.
If you're over the age of 30 and you like Bullet for My Valentine, that means you liked really shitty music when you were younger.
Yeah. You probably should have had an older brother kick your ass at some point, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, on the other side of that coin, I do have an older brother, and that fucking guy gave me Def Leppard.
Oh, well,
he also gave me Metallica and Pink Floyd, though.
Well, okay.
But also, I had to have, it was a package deal. I couldn't pick and choose.
Right.
So, but I gave his ass Alan Shane, so I feel like we're even now.
Well, I think he's in deficit to you, sir.
Yeah, that motherfucker owes me. Pay up, bitch!
I think that's probably good for the metal side of because we have actually what seems to be a pretty goddamn serviceable card coming up tomorrow on Fox.
But we can't talk about how Godsmack has announced a spring 2019 tour with Volbeat?
No, I think we're good. I think we're good with the metal side.
Yeah. Well, after reading that as news, I'm kind of depressed and don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah. Well, the quicker we bang this out, the quicker we get to drinking.
Well, I blame that on Volbeat. Now that I closed it up, I feel good.
Yeah. The I don't know that we want to really. We can touch base a little bit on the main event from last week, but
really the only thing that needs to be said is Max Holloway shut everybody's fucking mouth.
You and me included.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. That was hard to watch.
Yeah. Brian Ortega got a couple of reasonable shots in.
That third round was his strongest round.
But, man, that guy, when he couldn't close distance. Max Holloway, man, you know what? I fucking hate to say it, but I think Max Holloway could beat fucking Khabib Nurmagomedov. You know why? He's able to keep that goddamn distance. Yeah. You can beat a wrestler, you can beat the brakes off of him all the live long day.
Right.
If you can keep that fucking distance. That's the advantage that wrestlers have is they're able to shoot that distance, grab for a single, grab for a double, take him down on the ground, lay on him, bang him out. Judges see that shit, go, goddamn, this guy might have a 30-28,
Oh, man.
But
if it had gone to the cards...
if it had gone to cards, it would have been a horrible, horrible mismatch then. I mean, Holloway would have won 4 out of the 5 rounds easily. Probably.
Oh, I would have given him that third round.
We're assuming he'd probably win the 5th, but.
Oh, yeah, because Max Holloway would have the damage would have still been coming. That guy had a game plan. He stuck to it, and he looked amazing.
Yeah.
He looked fucking amazing.
He has got pinpoint fucking laser accuracy left and right.
Yeah.
And power from both.
It
wasn't a matter of him trying to favor and charge up one side or the other. And he was able to maintain a distance and keep Brian Ortega from being able to even grab him, which Ortega just gave up on that idea and tried
to stand and bang with him. And you can't fucking do that. Max Holloway, I think, because we've always talked about that Conor McGregor left hand.
Right.
Max Holloway has it in both.
Yeah, I would say so.
He's not really big on kicks, which Conor can kind of incorporate that into his striking.
Kicks kind of what keeps you
Max Holloway don't need
honest, but he really doesn't because he's got that crazy weird reach. He's got a weird fucking thing. That guy will go ahead and shift orthodox and southpaw in the span of one combination.
Just fucking incredible.
He's got a crazy means of throwing a crazy right and a slip left. and throwing open a wide open left hook to crack a motherfucker upside the head. He's got a weird amount of skills that I had not seen before out of Max Holloway.
Well, we hadn't seen him fight in over a year.
Yeah.
So last time we saw him fight, he beat Aldo for the second time. Aldo's already had a fucking fight after that and beat Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah.
So to see him come out after a whole year, and especially after all the talk of the concussion-like symptoms and why that the fight was pulled initially,
right?
There are a lot of arguments that can no longer be argued anymore. Max Holloway is your $145 champ, and he's young. He's 27, I think.
Right. Dude could, I mean, and clearly at 145, what it is usually a 170-pound man cutting it down, and that's who he is.
Sure.
I listened to fucking more on Rogan, and had on fucking Michael Bisping, and they were talking about
that. Interesting.
I have a weird respect for that guy in a weird way now.
Michael Bisping?
Kind of based on one.
Will you have that same respect knowing he's going to be a UFC commentator in 2019?
Yeah, he's aggravating to fucking no end. I have a weird. The respect I have for him though is his ability to kind of notice certain things. He's actually the one that ratted out Holloway. Why they dropped that fight.
Right, yeah, when he appeared on UFC on Fox.
Yeah,
he's like, dude, I know you've been training hard and shit, but are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah,
and that was like right on live TV.
Live TV.
And Holloway was like kind of cross-eyed, like,
yeah,
bro, everything's good.
And he was slurring and everything else, and a lot of people got angry at Bisping for fucking doing that. The network, the UFC, everybody, dude did it because he's a fucking fighter or former fighter, and knew this shit is not right, and I can't let this fly.
This guy got punched in the head by Dan Henderson.
Yeah.
He knows what can happen in that fucking octagon, especially if you're not at 100%.
Right.
If Holloway had gone in there with Brian Ortega like that, it probably would have been a fucking murder.
Yeah.
It would have been a choke. And if you got anything going on up here and you get choked out, it's going to exacerbate things.
Right.
But congratulations to fucking Max Holloway.
Sure. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I don't know how long that guy's going to be able to keep making 145. I think the important thing to probably note is that he is going to have to move up to 155. At some point, you can't keep making that cut. And Bisping was the one that's talking about it, that guy's walking around 170, 180. And he had problems on that fight we were talking about previously. He couldn't even make 155. Dude was still 12 pounds over for where he needed to be in order to make that fight, be able to pull off that fight.
I don't know if 2019 will bring this new, because like ONE FC does the weight cutting shit right.
Okay.
They know what weight you can fight at, and they won't let you fucking cut weight down if they think it's going to be detrimental to your health.
Well, that's the way it should be, and it should be actually fucking really closely monitored.
Yeah, Ben Askren wanted to fight at 155 in ONE FC. They wouldn't let him. They put him at 170.
Well, that's where he belongs.
Yeah, but apparently he can make 155.
Well, yeah, he's a wrestler. Wrestlers, that's what they did from all the way from when they're 13, 14 years old in high school, on a JV fucking wrestling team or whatever, and all the way to where you are now. And that's what they do. Their job is grappling, but their biggest job is cutting weight, and they know how to do it. That's why you have people that are wrestlers that fucking they'll talk about, I can go way down here, God. TJ Dillashaw, look at him, perfect fucking example. I love TJ, but should that guy be fighting at 125? I don't know.
God damn. I mean, I don't understand, man. He's already a fucking killer at 135. Why the fuck do we have to have these as soon as they get the belt? Well, this is really more, I think, the Cejudo thing. When Cejudo got the belt, you could have that flyweight, bantamweight super fight. But I fucking hate how as soon as we have a champion, that champ's like, I want to fight other fucking champions now that I'm a champ. I don't need to see that shit anymore.
Yeah.
You need that once a year.
Well, but that's the whole thing. The promotion, all they want is to figure out a way to make their fucking $4.5 billion back that they had paid to the Fertitta brothers to buy Zuffa and UFC
that
and everything else.
ESPN deal will help.
And the ESPN deal will help. I'm going to hate it that's on ESPN, although maybe in many ways it's better. And here's why. There's a lot of cunts on Fox.
Yes.
That used to be on ESPN, and they're on Fox for a reason. I'm talking about Colin Cowherd. I'm talking about fucking who's the writer that utterly just drives everybody batshit crazy. Used to be on Skip Bayless is over there now.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, all the people that were assholes at ESPN are not there anymore.
Stephen A. Smith is still with ESPN.
Only for now. That guy has been 0 for 4 on his fucking NFL shit in the space of a day this past week. Missed 4 fucking crucial things.
Really?
Yeah, guy needs to go.
Good.
God damn it, who's I thinking of? Blaylock? God damn it, I can't. His name's not coming to me.
Chuck?
No.
Chuck Blaylock?
No.
I know that last name.
And I don't even think it's Blaylock. I don't know. It's one of these guys who's a sports writer that really just rose to prominence for being an asshole, being a contrarian and being an asshole. And
was it one of the guys from Pardon the Interruption?
No.
I don't even know that fucking show's on still or not.
I don't even know. I don't know. I haven't watched ESPN in fucking years. But nonetheless, though, it's all the assholes got moved off of ESPN over to Fox. So that's awesome. Fox Sports 1. But that's awesome because I don't know who's at ESPN, but they got to be better than these assholes. So.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And tomorrow's card is actually the last under the Fox banner.
Really? So 232?
Well, after this, we have fucking the John Jones card.
Yeah, I know, but even the prelims aren't going to be on FS1?
No, the prelims are going to be, they're all going to be on that ESPN app. After.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I thought that wasn't until after the first of the year.
Well, tomorrow is the last televised Fox-labeled UFC event.
Fox labeled, but the FS1 is not doing the prelims on 232.
I'm not. Well,
See, that's why I'm asking.
Like UFC fight.
It's the last Fox.
Under that,
it's the last Fox fight. Right. FS1 will probably still carry the prelims. I'm guessing on
for the pay-per-view. Yeah, but then after that, it's
because I thought that deal went in effect first of the year. So I don't give two shits about the early prelims or the prelims, but the main card is fucking awesome.
And one more quick thing. This is actually kind of huge. Fucking Dana White canceled UFC 233.
Which one was that one supposed to be?
That was one that was supposed to have Dillashaw Cejudo on it. And Ben Askren and Robbie Lawler.
I saw the Askren thing because that's been moved back to Las Vegas sometime, April?
In March.
Okay.
They tore that fucking card apart to build up their first ESPN card. So they gutted it, and they had nothing to fill in the gap, so they just fucking canceled it. They canceled 208. And now they're canceling 233, man.
Dude.
Those are bad fucking signs.
I want to get shirts made for 208 and 233. I was
Remember
there.
208 and 230.
Yes.
But yeah, so moving on to...
Let's get to the main... I don't give two shits about the prelims or early prelims, but here's... And mainly because I'd like to be able to talk a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit about the fucking fights, the 4 that are on this fucking card. Jim Miller against Charles Oliveira. Not the annoying-ass cowboy one, but the other one that likes to sub fools.
Yeah, we saw that guy get opened up last Saturday.
Which was great. I love to see that when it's an asshole, a genuine prick. This guy didn't make weight, missed by 7 pounds, and then gets opened up last week. It made my night, kind of.
Dude, yeah, I've never seen that much blood in like 5 seconds come out. That had to be a gnarly cut.
Oh, man.
They never showed it.
Yeah.
They never showed that face up close.
So Jim Miller, who really I kind of gave up on about 5 years ago, that dude's fucking solid again. Charles Oliveira, who really 2 years ago I would have thought this guy's unbeatable. He gets this thing to the ground, this fight's done. That guy has been throttled a lot.
Yeah, he has worn a lot. Vegas has it. Charles Oliveira coming in at -280 and Jim Miller coming in at +240. But Jim Miller is usually the underdog in a lot of his greatest fights.
I would take that money. I would take that bet right now because of the fact that you might lose, but damn it, if you win, there's fucking cash, man. A lot of cash.
I mean, shit. I would love to watch a fight now, and I got a hundy on one of the on like Jim Miller, because I would throw down $100 on Jim Miller.
Oh yeah, because you don't fucking know. This guy, sometimes he comes out, gets lit up. There are other times that guy comes in, he looks like fucking a decade ago. You got Rob Font against Sergio Pettis.
You got Miller in that?
I got. Yeah, if I was betting, sure. You know what? Yeah, I'll just overall pick Miller. Sure.
Okay. I don't like fucking Oliveira, so that makes it hard for me to pick him. I'm going to pick Miller with a fucking first round knockout.
Yeah, I think that's a wise call. You got Rob Font and Sergio Pettis.
Who?
The Sergio Pettis, whom the promotion has tried its ass off to really move him up into a scenario where he could fight for the championship at 125.
Well, they were trying to make him the next flyweight fucking guy, the guy to beat Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
Which there's no guy that's beaten Mighty Mouse yet. Cejudo has a belt, but he didn't beat Mighty Mouse.
No, that's absolutely right.
So now we're up to $135 now. We're up to bantamweight.
Yeah, interestingly enough. And I thought, how's Rob Font cutting to 125? He's not. Sergio had to come up to 135. I don't know that he can make that 125 cut again because he looks lethargic when he does. And I haven't really heard Duke Rufus kind of weigh in on it. But I do know that's got to be something that's been factored in his camp that, look, man, 135 might be your home.
Well, I mean, shit, why... I know there are benefits to fucking being able to cut 10 extra pounds to bring bantam featherweight power to 125. But God damn it, if you can't get it done, why not just go ahead and just bump up to the next weight class and maybe have a better shot because you don't have to deal with the stress of cutting down to 125.
Yeah.
But this is Sergio Pettis we're talking about here. The hot and cold Pettis.
Yeah, there are some times when he looks amazing. There are some times when he forgets that he has hands that he can keep up in front of his chin.
Yeah.
And Rob Font is a guy that can really, really kind of capitalize on that. Having said that, I want Rob Font to win, but if I'm picking Pettis. I think just because you don't know if it is the Pettis we see that comes out lights out,
right?
He'll win that fight hands down. But if it's the fucking Pettis that just kind of nonchalants his way through a fucking first and second round,
yeah. You see, if we get the Pettis like the one that fought Cejudo, like the one that fought Bruce Leroy, man, that fight, Alex Caceres beat Sergio Pettis.
Absolutely.
So it's like, God damn, you really have to fucking do some serious inventory and get back to work. Maybe 135 will do it for him. Rob Font is the favorite at minus 165. Pettis plus 145.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be betting on Pettis.
Man, no, not if I was in Vegas, I wouldn't bet on him.
I think Rob Font, I don't think he'll get the finish here, but I do think he is going to pummel him for 15
outlast
minutes.
him. Yeah.
I think it'll be a clear victory for Rob Font in 15 minutes.
God, you know what? You might be right. Yeah. I wouldn't take Pettis if there was any money involved, but oh
no, fuck that noise.
Yeah. Moving right along, you got Edson Barboza fighting Dan Hooker.
Fucking journeyman, Dan Hooker, by the way.
Edson Barboza, who needs to get a win here pretty quick and kind of reestablish himself as a murderer in the lightweight division.
Well, Khabib fucked him up. I mean, Barboza caught him a couple times with some pretty good punches that kind of rocked him. But as soon as he got it taken down on the ground, that was it.
Which was every round.
And Kevin Lee, wrestler, same fucking thing.
Against Al Iaquinta, though. Al Iaquinta, who went on and took a last-minute fucking 11th hour fight against Khabib and, took him the distance. So.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Not to go back to the Conor thing, but it also shows that Conor's totally fucking out of the game.
Yeah.
If Al Iaquinta, the 9th-ranked fucking lightweight, can go 5 rounds with Khabib, he can go. It would stand to reason Conor had a good shot.
Yeah.
But that fucking tale might be done.
The Conor thing?
Yeah.
Maybe. The thing is that, after he lost to Nate, I felt that his stock kind of took a real shot.
Right.
I think, stock down on that. Man, losing to Khabib, I think, might very well be kind of the thing.
That is his Holly Holm, man. That was his Holly Holm.
Well, everybody wants to fight Conor because of the money. Well, the problem is I don't think the money is there anymore. I really don't. I don't think
after
that Conor.
This, you think after all this? I kind of agree with you.
I think he can command half of what he did before, which is still a goddamn good amount of money. That's why there are people who still want to fight him.
Sure.
I have no doubt. But man, I think Conor's days are probably his better days are behind him. That's for sure.
This lightweight fight isn't the one to bet on if you're in Vegas. Dan Hooker is your favorite with a minus 115. Edson Barboza a minus 105.
Yeah, I think I go Barboza straight money on that one, but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, depending on the Barboza we get, man. He's 19-6, but a lot of those losses have been coming up recently.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And for a Brazilian guy, once you can tell when they start dropping off. You knew when Aldo did, except for the Jeremy Stevens fight. Aldo doesn't look like the old Aldo.
No,
thanks to USADA. I mean, fuck. There's just a lot of Brazilians that don't have that same fire anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Hooker in this. by probably fucking flooring him.
I'll go I'll go with Barboza, but I think the thing is that if he can't get it done, man, I don't know. I think everybody's got him figured out. I think he is a one-trick pony. I think he's a hell of a striker.
Yeah,
but that's all he has.
Right,
and
he gasses.
And he gasses pretty fast.
He gasses, man.
He puts
huge
way,
lightweight.
He puts way too much into. Yeah, that dude should. But he'd be a small or average fucking welterweight. So why not? If you can keep making that cut,
Yeah.
Oh well.
The main event of the evening,
which you'd already mentioned, Kevin Lee against Ally Aquinta.
Yeah, hopefully the staph infection's gone for Kevin Lee.
Oh, God.
I can't believe they let him fucking fight.
No.
With an infectious goddamn thing on his body.
No, that's the problem. The promotion, the shame on them, shame on the promotion, and by extraction, shame on the network. Shame on the officiating. Somebody fucking right there, when they come in and they check, make sure they've got all the shit. Somebody should have went, fuck you. That's MRSA.
Yeah, there's something in there that if that pops, you're going to fucking infect at least 2 fucking people.
There's got to be, the officiating has got to be able to say, wait, that's not cool,
Unless they were fucking told, and like, hey, don't fucking even look at it.
That's the thing. See, you remember during the broadcast, they'd even brought up, said, wow, that looks like a staph infection. Joe Rogan said it, and it was not mentioned again.
Yeah, someone came over those fucking headsets are like, shut the fuck up.
Exactly. So there you go. That's the promotion you have. The UFC, certainly, we fucking know they're a bunch of goddamn crooks anyway, but they're even worse than that is that they're willing to risk some pretty bad shit just for the fucking sake of being able to make sure the card holds up. So
yeah. We got Kevin Lee is a big favorite in this at -310. Ally Aquinta +255.
I'm never voting against that guy. I'm never going to pick against him. Are you booing me?
Don't you boo me?
That's the guy. Yeah. I mean,
and really, the fact that we hold on to that these many years later, because that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, that was against Masvidal. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, and he had a fucking great fight, and they were booing the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Ally Aquinta, lightweight. That guy, I don't want to say he's going to be a gatekeeper, but he might be.
He could be, and I'd be all right with that.
If Ally Aquinta fucking finishes Kevin Lee tomorrow, then maybe that means after the Khabib fight, he fucking went back to the drawing board and got a lot better.
Or it means that he then becomes, instead of a gatekeeper of the top 5 or 6, he becomes the gatekeeper for the top 2.
He's ranked number 9. He didn't lose any spots in the rankings after the Khabib fight, because why would you?
But he's clearly the guy you bring in because he's the guy that'll get it done. He's the guy that will he will get your work done for you for the promotion.
He's your 155 favorite, but I think Kevin Lee feels like he might have something to prove here.
Yeah, he kind of does.
He does, absolutely. And he's lost. I believe he lost the initial against Al.
Yeah,
because this is a rematch.
Okay, well, that was before I really probably was following either of their careers.
So, shit, man, I got to pick Kevin Lee in this.
Yeah, I'll go Aquinta just to be contrarian.
Oh, yeah, little bastard.
Let's move to the big finish.
What are you picking, my friend?
All right,
what you drinking?
Let's go with the drinks. I'm shit. Oh, yeah, God damn it! I'm gonna be drinking fucking Jägermeister here in a minute,
dude. I gotta admit, 2 shots and I'm already feeling really mad. Might be time to go to Valentine and rob a train.
Either that or else I'm going to break out the Crown I got at my company party and get a couple ice cubes out.
That's all right. That's actually Crown has a lower liquor content
than Jaeger.
Yeah, Jaeger's 35. 35%.
Doesn't surprise me too much.
But that's where the rage comes from.
It's 70 proof.
It's 70 proof, and the extra 5% is pure rage.
Isn't Crown like 80?
I think Crown. Yeah, it's a whiskey, so it's probably 40%.
Oh, I thought you said Jaeger had a higher percentage.
No. Crown has a higher percentage of Jaeger, but Jaeger has like a weird effect on you.
Well, it's got morphine in it.
Damn. That's why I like gumming it.
It's like some weird fucking something in a bottle. Anyway, that's my pick. What's yours?
Oh, fucking Jaeger and Budweiser.
Of course.
Unless we had root beer, then oh my god, then that bottle would be gone, and so would I.
It's about the only way to drink Jaeger.
It's the best way.
I guess on to music picks of the week.
I'm going to pick something weird. I'm picking Elvis Presley.
Ah, good man.
Yeah, I was coming over here today. The pickup truck that I drive used to be my grandfather's. So in the CD changer, it's like 3 Elvis Presley CDs and 3 of mine. I just don't have the heart to take them out. So occasionally when it wraps around, it'll like play the first 3 tracks of this live album, and it's like Proud Mary and Unchained Melodies. So It's like I always hear those when I fucking come out here. And it's pretty good. It was a fun time. Yeah, I'm going Elvis.
All right. I'm going to go Dean Martin and Baby It's Cold Outside.
Ooh. We might get shut down. We're clearly going to get demonetized for this.
I don't think we're up for monetization
That's
anyway.
true, yeah.
But only because, hey, go fuck yourselves. It's a song from like the 50s or 60s. It's not what you think it is. Only because the fact it is what you think it is it says a lot more about you.
That's true. Fucking bunch of weird cunts.
Back in the old days when you could just tell ladies, no, don't you go home. It's cold out there. Why don't you just stick around here and suck my dick? That's
It's snowing. Stay here and blow me. It's cool.
We're adults.
Oh, man. All right. Pugilistic arts.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious to see. I want to see Barboza. I want to see what he's bringing to the table because that guy is either done or he's going to get a career resurgence tomorrow.
I'm picking fucking Ben Askren over Robbie Lawler whenever that fucking fight happens.
Whenever it happens. It's somewhere down the yellow brick road.
Ben Askren's been signed. They didn't trumpet it to the goddamn stars like they did CM Punk.
Yeah.
And it's like this is the most hot fighter, the most hot free agent ever, and we're still waiting to see him fucking come out.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
God, now I'm mad. Now I'm pissed.
There you go.
We can drink now.
Hey, let's go ahead and just settle down then. A little Valley Heart then to close it out. That'll chill you the fuck out.
Okay,
Valley Heart. Hey,
I'm going to let you shut this down. I'm just going to absorb it.
Yeah, this is Valley Heart Dissolve. Everyone I ever loved, I think is the name of it. Anyway, that's we're going to have our Christmas one next week, and then closing out 2018 2 weeks from today. So.
Yeah, might be doing a fight companion. Maybe.
See you next week.